5 hidden dangers of traveling after 70 that every senior must know before their next trip. Have you ever wondered whether traveling after 70 is still a good idea? While seeing new places and experiencing different cultures can be exciting, there are serious risks that many seniors don't consider until it's too late as we age. Our bodies and minds go through changes that make travel more exhausting, unpredictable, and even dangerous. Some people assume they can keep up the same pace they did in their younger years. But the reality is, after 70, travel presents unique challenges that can turn a dream vacation into a stressful, or even life-threatening, ordeal in today's video. We'll reveal 5 major risks of traveling after 70, from unexpected health emergencies to hidden financial pitfalls that could drain your savings. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of why senior travel requires extra caution, and what you can do to stay safe if you still choose to take a trip. Stay with me until the end, because the last reason we discuss is one that most seniors never think about. Yet it's one of the most common ways people lose money, time, and peace of mind while traveling. Now, let's get started. 1. Increased health risks and medical emergencies. One of the biggest concerns for seniors traveling after 70 is the increased risk of sudden health issues. As the body ages, it becomes less predictable, and conditions such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and respiratory problems can escalate into emergencies. While at home, medical care is easily accessible, and a trip to the doctor or hospital can be managed with minimal disruption. However, when traveling, especially in a foreign country, getting the right medical treatment can be much more complicated. A minor health issue that could have been handled quickly at home might become a life-threatening situation when you are far from your regular doctor. Unfamiliar with local healthcare options, or struggling with language barriers. Long flights pose a particularly high risk for older travelers. Sitting for extended periods can lead to poor circulation, increasing the likelihood of developing deep vein thrombosis, a serious condition where blood clots form in the legs. If these clots travel to the lungs, they can cause a life-threatening pulmonary embolism. Similarly, high altitudes can put excessive strain on the heart and lungs, especially for those with pre-existing cardiovascular conditions. The body requires more oxygen at higher elevations, and for seniors with respiratory problems, even moderate altitude changes can trigger unexpected complications. Dehydration and heat exhaustion are also more dangerous for older adults, particularly when visiting hot or humid climates. The body's ability to regulate temperature diminishes with age, making seniors more susceptible to heat stroke. Traveling to regions with different water quality and unfamiliar foods can further exacerbate health risks. Exposure to new bacteria and viruses, whether from crowded airports, packed airplanes, or foreign food, can lead to severe infections. The immune system naturally weakens with age, meaning what might be a mild illness for a younger traveler can turn into a serious, prolonged health issue for a senior. Consider the case of James, a 74-year-old retiree who always loved to travel. He and his wife booked a 2-week cruise, expecting a relaxing and stress-free experience. On the 4th day of the trip, James began experiencing severe chest pain. The ship's medical team provided basic care, but he needed immediate hospitalization. Unfortunately, because they were in the middle of the ocean, he had to wait several hours for an emergency evacuation to the nearest port. By the time he reached a hospital, his condition had worsened. Thankfully, he survived, but the experience left him shaken. He later admitted that he had not considered the possibility of a medical emergency while at sea. Nor had he checked whether his insurance covered overseas healthcare and emergency evacuations. To minimize health risks while traveling, seniors should take several precautions. A full health checkup before traveling is essential. Consulting with a doctor can help identify potential risks and determine whether any special precautions should be taken, such as additional medications or mobility aids. It is also crucial to pack all necessary medications, along with an updated list of prescriptions, in case a refill is needed while abroad. Researching the healthcare system at the destination is another important step. Knowing where the nearest hospital or urgent care center is located and understanding how to access medical assistance can save valuable time in an emergency. Perhaps most importantly, seniors should invest in travel insurance that specifically covers medical emergencies, hospital stays, and emergency evacuations. Many seniors assume their regular health insurance will apply wherever they go, only to find out too late that they are not covered in foreign countries. Without proper travel insurance, a single medical emergency can lead to massive out-of-pocket expenses, which can quickly deplete savings and create long-term financial stress. Aging should not prevent people from enjoying travel, but it does require additional planning and caution. Being proactive about health and medical preparedness can mean the difference between a smooth, enjoyable trip and a vacation that turns into a crisis. By taking these steps, seniors can protect their well-being and travel with greater confidence and peace of mind. 2. Increased exposure to infections and contaminants. Many seniors underestimate how vulnerable they are to infections while traveling. While exploring new destinations can be exciting, it also means increased exposure to bacteria, viruses, and other contaminants that can lead to serious health complications. Airports, airplanes, public transportation, hotels, and restaurants are all environments where germs thrive. A minor cold, stomach bug, or respiratory infection that might be a temporary inconvenience for a younger traveler can turn into a severe illness for an older adult, sometimes requiring hospitalization. As people age, their immune systems naturally weaken, making it harder to fight off infections. What might start as a mild cough or slight digestive discomfort can quickly escalate into pneumonia, dehydration, or long-term health setbacks. The immune system's reduced efficiency means that exposure to new bacteria, unfamiliar foods, or different water sources can lead to prolonged recovery times. This makes it crucial for seniors to take extra precautions before and during travel to avoid unnecessary health risks. One of the biggest sources of exposure is air travel. Airplanes recycle air, meaning that passengers are constantly breathing in the same air for several hours. If someone nearby is coughing, sneezing, or carrying a virus, those germs can easily spread throughout the cabin. Crowded airports also increase the likelihood of coming into contact with viruses, as thousands of people pass through daily, touching escalators, kiosks, security bins, and restroom facilities. Many of these surfaces are not disinfected frequently, making it easy to pick up bacteria simply by touching an armrest, tray table, or seatbelt. Food and water safety is another major concern for senior travelers. Trying new cuisines can be one of the highlights of a trip, but unfamiliar ingredients, different cooking methods, or improperly handled food can cause digestive distress. Contaminated water is a particular risk in some countries where sanitation standards differ from what seniors are accustomed to at home. Even something as simple as drinking tap water, eating raw vegetables washed in local water, or consuming undercooked food can result in food poisoning, leading to severe dehydration and a prolonged recovery period. For example, Margaret, a 72-year-old traveler, took a trip to South America. She was generally cautious about what she ate and drank, but one evening at a restaurant, she made the mistake of drinking tap water. Within 24 hours, she developed a severe stomach infection that left her bedridden for the remainder of her trip. What was meant to be an enjoyable vacation turned into a miserable experience, requiring antibiotics and weeks of recovery after she returned home. Her story serves as an important reminder that even one small lapse in caution can have serious health consequences. To minimize the risk of infections while traveling, seniors should take several precautions. Wearing a mask in crowded areas such as airports, train stations, and tourist sites can reduce the chance of inhaling airborne germs. Washing hands frequently and carrying hand sanitizer can help prevent the spread of bacteria from contaminated surfaces. Drinking only bottled or filtered water, avoiding ice in drinks, and steering clear of raw or unfamiliar foods can lower the risk of foodborne illnesses. Additionally, seniors traveling internationally should consult their doctors about recommended vaccinations for specific regions, including flu, pneumonia, or hepatitis vaccines that may offer extra protection. Staying healthy while traveling is possible, but it requires careful preparation and vigilance. Taking proactive steps to minimize exposure to germs and contaminants can make the difference between an enjoyable, fulfilling trip and one that is overshadowed by illness. By making informed choices, seniors can continue to explore the world while prioritizing their well-being. 3. Travel fatigue and recovery challenges. Traveling is often seen as an exciting adventure, but for seniors over 70, the physical toll can be far greater than expected. Long flights, early check-ins, extended walking tours, and disrupted sleep patterns can lead to exhaustion that lingers for days or even weeks. Unlike younger travelers who may be able to bounce back after a night of rest, older adults often find that fatigue accumulates more quickly and takes longer to recover from. Instead of feeling rejuvenated, many seniors return from their trips feeling more tired than when they left. One of the biggest challenges seniors face while traveling is disrupted sleep. Sleeping in an unfamiliar hotel bed, dealing with excessive noise, or adjusting to different time zones can make it difficult to get quality rest. Studies have shown that seniors are more sensitive to changes in sleep patterns, meaning that even minor disturbances can result in ongoing fatigue. Lack of sleep does not just cause tiredness, it weakens the immune system, reduces mental sharpness, and can increase the risk of heart-related issues. Jet lag also lasts longer for older adults, making it harder for the body to adjust to a new time zone, which can leave travelers feeling drained for most of their trip. Sitting for extended periods during flights, bus rides, or train travel is another major concern. Prolonged inactivity can cause stiff muscles, joint pain, and circulation problems, particularly for those with arthritis or other mobility issues. Blood flow slows down when sitting for too long, increasing the risk of swelling in the legs and, in more severe cases, blood clots. For seniors with pre-existing conditions, this can be particularly dangerous. Additionally, long periods of physical inactivity followed by bursts of movement, such as rushing through an airport or climbing stairs at a historic site, can strain the body and lead to unexpected aches and pains. Dehydration and poor nutrition further contribute to travel fatigue. Many travelers, in their excitement to explore, forget to drink enough water or rely on fast food and unhealthy snacks that provide little nutritional value. Dehydration can cause dizziness, confusion, and fatigue, making it harder to enjoy a trip. Unfamiliar foods or changes in meal timing can also disrupt digestion, leading to discomfort and low energy levels. For seniors, maintaining proper hydration and a balanced diet is essential to keeping energy levels stable and avoiding unnecessary health complications. Consider the experience of Richard, a 75-year-old retiree who planned a long-awaited overseas vacation with his wife. They were excited about their 2-week trip, but after a 10-hour flight, navigating the airport, and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt exhausted before the trip had even started. By the second day, he struggled to keep up with walking tours, needed frequent breaks, and found himself too tired to fully enjoy the sights. Just as he finally adjusted to the new time zone, it was time to return home. The exhaustion followed him back, taking weeks to fully recover. What was meant to be a relaxing getaway ended up leaving him feeling more drained than before. To minimize travel fatigue, seniors should plan their trips carefully. Scheduling rest days, especially after long flights, allows the body time to adjust. Staying hydrated, eating nutritious meals, and avoiding back-to-back activities can prevent burnout. Choosing shorter flights with layovers to allow movement and circulation can also reduce stiffness and discomfort. Most importantly, seniors should listen to their bodies and recognize their limits. Travel should be enjoyable, not something that takes weeks to recover from. By making small adjustments and planning ahead, seniors can experience the joys of travel without the overwhelming fatigue that often accompanies it. 4. Higher risk of falls and injuries. As people age, their balance, reflexes, and bone density naturally decline, making falls one of the most serious travel hazards for seniors. A simple misstep can result in a broken bone, a lengthy hospital stay, or even permanent mobility issues, while a minor stumble at home might not seem like a big deal. Falling in an unfamiliar place, especially in a foreign country, can quickly turn a dream vacation into a painful and costly ordeal. Many travel destinations present unexpected risks for older travelers. Uneven terrain, cobblestone streets, and poorly lit areas can increase the likelihood of a fall. While these features may add charm and historical significance to certain locations, they also pose hidden dangers for those with slower reflexes or reduced stability. Even something as simple as stepping off a curb in a busy city or navigating stairs in an old hotel can become a challenge. In some cases, seniors may find themselves in locations that lack proper accessibility accommodations. making movement even more difficult. Hotels, cruise ships, and public transportation systems may not always provide the safety features necessary to prevent falls, such as railings, ramps, or elevators. Fatigue is another major contributor to fall risk. Traveling often involves long days filled with walking, sightseeing, and standing in lines, all of which can lead to exhaustion. When the body is tired, coordination and reaction times slow down, increasing the chance of tripping or losing balance. Irregular meal schedules can also weaken the body, as low blood sugar and dehydration can cause dizziness or lightheadedness. Many seniors push themselves too hard while traveling, trying to fit as much as possible into their itinerary, without realizing how much strain it puts on their body. Take Linda, a 78-year-old woman who had always dreamed of visiting Italy. She was in great shape for her age and walked regularly in her neighborhood without any issues. However, she did not anticipate the challenges of navigating steep, uneven streets in Rome. On her second night, while stepping off a narrow cobblestone sidewalk, she lost her footing and fell hard, breaking her hip. Instead of enjoying her long-awaited vacation, she found herself in a hospital, far from home, undergoing surgery. Her trip was cut short, and her recovery took months. What was meant to be the highlight of her retirement turned into a painful and costly experience. To reduce the risk of falls while traveling, seniors should take extra precautions when choosing a destination. Selecting locations with well-maintained sidewalks, accessible walkways, and proper accommodations can make a big difference. Wearing supportive, non-slip shoes is essential, as flimsy footwear increases instability on uneven surfaces. Taking frequent breaks to avoid fatigue, especially during long walking tours, can help maintain balance and reduce the risk of missteps. Seniors should also be mindful of their personal limits, recognizing that not all destinations are senior-friendly. If an area appears unsafe or difficult to navigate, it may be better to adjust plans rather than risk an injury. Falls are one of the leading causes of hospitalization among older adults. And while they can happen anywhere, the risks increase when traveling. By planning ahead, making thoughtful choices, and prioritizing safety, seniors can greatly reduce their chances of experiencing a travel-related injury. Being aware of one's surroundings and knowing when to slow down or seek assistance can help ensure that a trip remains enjoyable rather than turning into an unexpected medical emergency. 5. Travel insurance and financial risks. Many seniors carefully plan their trips, focusing on destinations, accommodations, and itineraries, but often overlook one of the most critical aspects of travel: financial protection. The reality is that travel comes with significant financial risks. And for seniors, these risks can be far greater than expected. A single unexpected event, such as a medical emergency, trip cancellation, or scam, can quickly turn a dream vacation into a financial nightmare. Without proper precautions, seniors may find themselves facing massive expenses, lost funds, or even being stranded in a foreign country with little recourse. One of the biggest financial risks is the cost of medical care abroad. Many seniors assume that their regular health insurance will cover them wherever they go. But in most cases, domestic insurance plans do not extend to foreign medical treatment. If a senior falls ill or gets injured while traveling, they may be required to pay out of pocket for hospital visits, medication, or even emergency medical evacuations. The cost of being airlifted from a foreign country to receive treatment in a home country can easily run into tens of thousands of dollars. Even in destinations where healthcare is more affordable, these expenses can quickly add up and put an enormous strain on a senior's finances. Without travel insurance that specifically covers medical emergencies, seniors risk facing overwhelming bills with no easy way to pay them. Trip cancellations and delays are another common financial risk. Many seniors book their vacations months in advance, assuming they will be in good health when the time comes. However, illnesses, injuries, or unexpected medical conditions can arise suddenly, making it impossible to travel as planned. Unfortunately, most airlines, hotels, and tour operators have strict refund policies. And without travel insurance, seniors may lose thousands of dollars in non-refundable expenses. Even a simple flight delay can lead to additional hotel stays, meal costs, and transportation expenses that were not originally budgeted for. Investing in travel insurance that includes trip cancellation and interruption coverage ensures that unexpected changes do not result in significant financial loss. Beyond medical costs and cancellations, seniors also face the growing risk of scams and fraud while traveling. Tourists, particularly older adults, are often prime targets for scammers who use various tactics to steal money, personal information, or valuable belongings. Common travel scams include fake taxi services that overcharge unsuspecting travelers, counterfeit vacation deals that take money without delivering accommodations, and credit card skimming that can drain a bank account before a traveler even realizes what happened. Seniors who are unfamiliar with local customs, currency, or language barriers may be more vulnerable to these types of scams, making financial caution an essential part of travel planning. Consider the experience of George, a 76-year-old retiree who spent months planning a luxury vacation. He found what appeared to be a great hotel deal online, booked it, and arrived at his destination full of excitement. But when he got there, he realized the hotel did not exist. He had fallen for a scam, and his entire travel budget was gone. Left with no accommodations, George was forced to book another hotel at double the price, turning his vacation into a stressful financial disaster. His experience highlights why it is crucial to book travel only through reputable agencies and to be wary of deals that seem too good to be true. To protect themselves from financial risks while traveling, seniors should take several important precautions. First, purchasing comprehensive travel insurance that covers medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and emergency evacuations can provide peace of mind and financial security. Second, booking travel through well-known, trusted agencies rather than unknown online sources can help avoid scams and fraudulent deals. Lastly, seniors should be cautious with their money while traveling, carrying only what is necessary, using secure payment methods, and being mindful of who has access to their financial information. While travel can be an enriching and enjoyable experience, financial risks should not be ignored. By planning ahead and taking steps to safeguard against unexpected expenses, seniors can protect both their health and their finances, ensuring that their trips remain positive and stress-free. Traveling after 70 can still be a rewarding and enriching experience, but it requires extra planning, caution, and awareness. From unexpected medical emergencies and exhaustion to financial pitfalls and scams, the risks are real, but they can be minimized with the right precautions. If you or a loved one is considering travel, take a moment to reflect. Is your health stable enough for the journey? Do you have proper travel insurance? Have you chosen a destination that is safe and accessible? Asking these questions now can prevent stress, financial loss, and potential health setbacks later. Longevity is not just about living longer, it's about living well. The goal should be to enjoy life, stay safe, and make travel a positive experience, not one that takes weeks to recover from. If necessary, consider alternative ways to explore, shorter trips, safer destinations, or even local adventures that don't put unnecessary strain on your body or finances. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below and share your thoughts or travel experiences. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest insights on healthy aging and smart living. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.